Okay, here we are with card number 4 for the August 2021 paper pumpkin. This is the card. So let's get started. I used one of the pieces that was in the paper pumpkin and I die cut it out with, this is the encircled in beauty dies, and I used this one right here, and I cut it out right on the pink part of this. I can still use this piece for something else, so I got it as close to the top as I could get it and die cut that. That's what this piece is right here. And then I took one of the circles that was in the paper pumpkin and stamped it with Blackberry Bliss with one of the messages on this stamp set right here. Okay, so I used Just a Note of Hope, and then I'm going to just glue that to this circle, and I want it to look like that. So let's just glue that so it can be drying. Okay. So we're going to put that right on there like that. Okay. Now, one of the things I did, I'll get this stuff out of the way. I have these little dots on here. And what I did was, I took this card is like this, 8.5 by 4 1/4. I scored it at, or this is 11 by 4 1/4. I scored it in half at 5.5. And then I scored it again from here to here is 4 1/4. Okay, so it looks like this. I stamped this message on the inside with Blackberry Bliss. Okay, because I want the card to open like this. So then I took, and we'll put it on here like so. So we have a little bit of cushion behind it. I took the dots and my Melon Mambo, and I wanted some something. I didn't want it to be plain white. So I took this, and you got to be careful because I'm going to wipe off if you get ink on the block. Stamped off, and then I just started stamping on this. And just turning it around. Actually, it doesn't, you don't really have to do much turning around. Oops. But you do need to be careful because sometimes you get ink on the block. You don't want lines in your card. So, stamp into the stamp pad a little lighter, I guess. So you're just going to stamp around your card. All around the edges. Let's open this up. I don't want it on the inside. If you forget to stamp off, it's no big deal. you only need it around the edges because you're going to have a piece of cardstock covering up the rest of it. Now, for this strip, I want more ink, more dots. So let's go like this. Just be careful you don't get that. Oops. Yes, I did forget to stamp off. But you can tell it doesn't really make that much difference. So here I'm going to go right down center like that. Okay. Now your piece of Blackberry Bliss is just going to be centered right here, like so. Let's close this so we don't get any more ink on ourselves. Okay, let's get this out of here. And that. Okay. Now that that's done, we're going to take a piece of the ribbon, and this piece of ribbon is about 6 inches long, and I'm going to, this time I'm not going to glue it down. I'm going to just tape it inside here. And you want to do this, and I'll show you why. So tape it. Make sure you don't have any threads hanging out. So I'm going to tape it right here, just like this. Oops. Okay. Cut that off because you don't want it showing. Let me see any frayed edges. Okay. So you're going to tape that end down, and then you're going to tape this end down. And not too tight. Not too tight, not too loose. You're just going to tape it. Okay. Just like that. Cut this off because if I don't, it's going to show. Okay. Once you've taped that, this is loose, okay? Then you're going to take your, I'm going to clean this. It's going to bug me if I don't. And I'm going to use this thing, get some of this stuff out. Let's just clean that. No, that's better. I don't like having messy stamps because I know the first thing it's going to do is I'm going to get my fingers in it. Okay, then you're going to take your Stampin' Seal or your, if you have any snail left, like me, you're just going to run your Stampin' Seal right along here. Just like this. Okay? And I'm going to put a little bit extra right here on the ends because I want it to stick. Okay? I don't want it coming loose. You could use tear and tape if you want. I just want to make sure I got plenty on there. Okay. Once you do that, you're going to just fold this over and press. And that's going to make it so that this stays very stuck. Just like so. Okay? So your card's going to open like this. And you won't see any ribbon except right here on the edge. Okay? Then you're going to take a piece of this Whisper White I guess it's seam binding. I don't know what it is. Very thin ribbon. That's all I know. And you're going to slip it under here just like so. Because you're going to tie a knot in one end of this. You can do it in the middle, you can do it at the bottom. I just chose to do it close to the top. And then I kind of tried to curl this under like that. And then just tied a knot. If I can get a hold. I have a hard time doing bows and ribbons on camera because my fingers just refuse to work sometimes. So I'm going to do that. And then you're going to trim it because you don't want it super long. Just trim it like that. Okay. Sorry if my hand's in the way. There. Okay. So there's that part. You can make these shorter if you want. And then you can slide this wherever you want it. If you want it down a little bit, just slide it down. Okay? I think I want this a little bit shorter. It's too long. There. Okay. Now you can take this piece of cardstock is 4x4. Yes. So it's a 4-inch square. And I embossed it with the Ornate Floral embossing folder. So that's what I embossed it with. So you're going to glue this to the front of your card and make sure you've got an even border around it. So let's go ahead and do that. Make sure you put plenty of glue on this because it is embossed. And you don't want it to come loose. So put that on there. Just like that. Okay. Now, we're going to take these pieces and our centerpiece, and our little butterflies. These all came in the kit. I took one of the little banners and cut it in half. So each half is 1 5/8. You can make it uneven, however you want to do it. Okay? And then I laid them on here to see where I wanted them. Okay? Because I want this to cover up the ends. So you can glue these on, you can use your Stampin' seal. I just use glue because, and I only put glue on the top part. I use glue because this is embossed. So you're going to set that down on there just like so. And then do the other side. Overlap them just a bit. Okay. Now, this is going to go on with dimensionals. So let's put our dimensionals on there. And these came in the kit, so I'm going to start at the top. Put one at the top, one at the bottom, and one on each side. So there's 4 on there. It's like so. Okay. And then make sure your words are right side up and even. Just like so. Okay. Then you're going to take these glue dots and you're going to put one glue dot in the center of each butterfly. Just like that. Okay. we're just going to glue those down. So I put the yellow one over here on my ribbon, like that, and you can lift the wings. If you need more glue dots, you can add more if that one doesn't work. So let's put one down here. And one right here on the top. Just don't cover your words. Okay? Then you're going to take your sequins. Oops, one got away. And you're going to put sequins in the centers of each butterfly. You can add more sequins to different parts of your card, however you want to do it. So that's the front. The inside, the way I did that, that's optional if you want to do that. I took this flower and this butterfly and colored them with my Stampin' Right markers. And for this one I colored this, the center swirly flower I colored with the Melon Mambo, like so. And the outer flower I colored with Bumblebee, like that. These don't have to be perfect, they just, you know, just put some color on them. Remember to like my video, subscribe, and leave me comments. This is Bermuda Bay for the leaves. Press the down arrow, that'll take you to my blog where you'll find all the instructions. Well, not so much instructions because this is the instructions, but the supplies and stuff. And you're going to huff on it. And then you stamp it right there in the corner, just like so. That's that. And then you can take your butterfly and do the same thing. I colored the bottom half with the bumblebee. This doesn't take very long. It's just another way of getting color on your stamps. Do not use your Stampin' blends. They are alcohol based and it's not good for your stamps. These are the Stampin' Right markers. A little bit of pink up here. This is Melon Mambo, and of course this is the Bermuda Bay. So put the body and the feeler, or the antenna, this color. Okay, tap on it, and then stamp it. And there's your butterfly. You can color those in, or leave it like they are. But that's card number 3. I hope you like it. Please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and leave me comments. And help me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. So that's Paper Pumpkin number 4. Have fun stamping, and let me know which of the 4 cards you like the best. Or if you want me to try to make some more, I'll be happy to work on some more. Have a blessed day and have fun stamping.